Although St. Lucians heard the rain while they slept, for many the sight that greeted its morning aftermath left them indoors and battling landslides. The National Emergency Management Organization says flood damage has been reported throughout the island. In Bogis, 2 bridges overflowed. Landslides were reported in Labri and Choiseul. One in Soufrière made the road impassable. Julien Dubois, the NEMO Deputy Director, says there was also heavy damage reported in Ancillary.
In the community of Ancillary, there was some flooding, some houses were flooded and the shelters had to be opened. There were a few people housed at the shelters. In a little landslide that partially blocks the road. In the north, primarily it appears to be the issues of flooding. Some of the communities have just been reporting the heavy rains and swollen rivers and so on.
The effects of the rain could be seen everywhere. In Roseau, animals and houses remained under threat, as did roads. Similarly, once passable roads blocked off communities and made travel a slow and torturous process. Met Services Director Thomas Ogi says the current weather system is expected to continue at least for another 24 hours.
We have some good support in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we have a lot of deep convection and rainfall over the Lesser Antilles, in particular over the central Windward Islands. And this rainfall is expected to continue for some time.
Perhaps guided by the memory of the Sarot man who lost his life in the last hurricane while attempting to save a cow, Dubois is also cautioning people away from attempting to cross rivers.
The river the current may be a lot stronger than you anticipate. The river may be a lot deeper than you think it is, and we do not want anybody to endeavor to cross rivers, going to save animals and so on that may be tied close to the river, and in so doing losing their lives and so on. Persons who think smart and do not do anything foolish.
The Met Services Director says this type of weather is not unusual for the month of May. At the same time, he says it provides indications about the upcoming hurricane season. Ogi says St. Lucians need to be vigilant, particularly people who live in areas that are prone to flooding and landslides.
Usually when we have that amount of rainfall leading up to the hurricane season, we ask people to be very cautious because the topsoil might remain saturated during the season. And this can trigger a number of hazards like flooding and landslides. So we usually ask people to be very cautious. The predictions are for slightly above normal cyclone season this year, above normal cyclone activity. So we would ask people to be very cautious, particularly people in low-lying areas.
The Met Office has advised listening for weather updates. Similar information can be obtained on the weather hotline 454-3452 and on the Met Services website www.slumet.gov.lc. Carmi Joseph, HTS News, Channel 4.